Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Hannah Nauer, and I'm here today with Kristen Hilmer to share a little bit about the Abundance Project and this mission of health and wellness. So, what is the Abundance Project? We are on a mission to help people tap into abundance through health, personal development, and empowered business. Our goal is to help as many people as possible reclaim their physical and financial well being. And we envision a world where people are thriving and not just surviving. A world where the power of fruits and vegetables and simple nutrition is regarded higher than any artificial quick fixes. A world where people truly have the power to design their own lives. A world full of abundant health and abundant wealth. We've partnered with the Healthy Living Revolution, which is all about inspire healthy living around the world. We've locked arms with thousands of others on this mission to help as many people as possible create more abundance in their life. Before we get into that, we'd like to share a little bit about what's going on in the world of health and wellness and give you a peek into how this has affected our lives in really big ways. So pass it on to Kristen.
Hey everyone. So I thought that I was this really healthy mountain athlete living in Colorado, but I didn't truly understand the power and depth of whole food nutrition. I was paying attention to carbs and proteins and calories, which was the super vicious cycle for me. I had spent over a decade spinning eating disorders and bouncing in and out of anxiety and depression. So I was just carrying this weight on my shoulders and there was this tightness in my chest. And it was just causing me to struggle and function on a normal basis. So when my friend first shared this program with me, what I liked is that it wasn't focused on what we were missing, but what we needed to add. And I think it's really great to eliminate things in our diet that causes inflammation, whether that's from stress, illness, or even just working out. But when our body doesn't have the tools and building blocks that it needs to repair itself, there's a compounding effect of negative things that can occur. And it really comes down to, getting enough plant matter into our body on a daily basis, because we all know that we need to be eating fruits and vegetables and that that's a good thing for us, right? But most people don't actually realize how many fruits and vegetables they're supposed to be getting. So I want you to hold your fist up for a second, or you can hold it by your down low so no one looks at you weird. But this is one serving size of fruits and vegetables. And I want you to think about how many serving sizes the size of your fist in fruits and vegetables that you had yesterday or on an average day. And in a variety of colors, not just a pile of broccoli. So the average answer that I get is anywhere from 1 to 4. So if you're in that range, it's totally normal. But do you know how many you're supposed to be getting? The average answer is 9 to 13 servings. You are supposed to be getting 9 to 13 servings of fruits and vegetables the size of your fist, literally every single day. And so when you're doing this, there's a compounding effect of really good things. But if you're not doing that, there's that compounding effect of not so great things that can lead to a number of different health-related issues. So a lot of you might be wondering why it's so high. And it's because of the produce that we're eating. So when you go to the grocery store and you see rock hard avocados or green bananas, that produce is telling you that it was picked way too early and it wasn't able to develop all of its micronutrients. And on top of that, it's been shipped hundreds, if not thousands of miles. And every day that it's off the vine, it's losing nutrition. So think about this. To get the same amount of vitamin C as one orange 50 years ago, we have to eat 5 oranges today. So this really helped me understand the gap in my personal nutrition that needed to be bridged.
So about 25 years ago, this really amazing company called Juice Plus Company figured out how to create concentrated fruits and vegetable powders and put it into a capsule to really solve exactly what Kristen was just talking about. Now, I feel like the second I say the word capsule, people's brains immediately jump into the supplement and vitamin world. So I'm just gonna have to reel you in just for a second. Even though it comes in a capsule, it is not a vitamin and it is not a supplement. You can see actually the label here, it reads nutrition facts. It's pretty awesome. If you were to go into your supplement cabinet and get out your multivitamin, it's going to say supplement facts. And that's because it's synthetic, isolated, and fragmented. Nutrition fact labels are for food products only. The government recognizes this as food. Our bodies recognize it as food. So for example, if you go get a bag of frozen broccoli, it's going to have a nutrition label. So even though this comes in a capsule, it's just fruits and vegetables. Think salad bar in a capsule. We have fruit, veggie, and berry. That's the trio right here. All the colors, some flavors. And my favorite part to share is really how it's made. It's super cool. So Juice Plus works with small to mid-sized farms all over North America. They grow their produce where, the produce grows best. They actually let it vine ripen, which is super important. So you don't have those rock hard avocados or green bananas. And the fruits and vegetables are then grounded up like a giant Vitamix, which is better than juicing. We use the entire whole food, including the peels, the leaves, the seeds, whenever possible, which provides way more nutrition. In an orange, for example, up to 80% of that vitamin C is found in the peel alone. So it is then dried at low temperatures to preserve the live nutrients and enzymes, and then put into a capsule or chewable. And I'm just going to point out, chewables are amazing. They're not just for kids. They're so good. And it is scientifically proven to do what we know fruits and vegetables are meant to do for us. So we are the most researched nutritional product in the world, with close to 40 published studies in peer-reviewed medical journals done by some of the most prestigious labs around the world. Our most recent addition to the Juice Plus family garden is our vegan omega, which I have right here. So cool. We pack omegas 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9 into a plant-based capsule by skipping the fish and going straight to the source, which is deep water algae. And by utilizing naturally occurring omegas and other plant seeds like tomato seeds, pomegranate seeds, buckthorn seed, berries, our omegas are then cold pressed, and like the rest of the Juice Plus product line, tested with the highest standards through NSF certifications.
So the last piece, which was much more transformative than I would have ever thought, is our vegan and gluten-free shakes, which come in chocolate and vanilla. So yes, they have protein and superfoods and all the things that people care about, but for me, the biggest component was the prebiotic fiber. We all know about probiotics, but not everyone understands that those probiotics need to be fed. So prebiotic fiber feeds the good bacteria in our stomach to make a happy and healthy home. So all of these things work together synergistically to optimize gut health. So when your gut is happy, inflammation in the rest of the body can start to decrease. And inflammation is the #1 leading cause of all disease. And consider that about 90% of the serotonin in your body, the happy drug, is made in your gut. So a happy gut truly makes for a happy human. So once I started understanding whole food nutrition, my body now looks and feels better at 31, and it's easier to maintain than when I was 20. I am no longer on medications to help with my anxiety and depression, and not every day is perfect, obviously. But real food through these whole food concentrates has helped me heal on so many levels. So this sort of lifestyle is not a weight loss program, but a nice result on this journey for me has been dropping over 30 pounds, being able to maintain it. So I learned how to work with my microbiome, my gut health, to have my body work with me instead of me feeling like I was constantly depriving myself from cravings and not having willpower. I can say that I have control again. And not only did my cravings change, but that inflammation went down in my joints so I could pick up some of my passions. I'm running long distances again, I'm rock climbing again, and my immunity has increased alongside my muscle recovery and strength. And so Hannah has an incredible story that I would love for her to share.
Thanks, Kristen. So I've been taking Juice Plus every day for over a year now. And when a friend shared the products with me, I was in a really bad place with my health. And without giving you my entire life story, even though, it all adds up, I have struggled with my health in many capacities on and off since I was a kid. I was the kid that picked up everything, every flu, cold, sinus infection. I had a terrible case of mono and was out of school for months, and I was anemic and got the bronchitis, just all the things. And because of that, I was on antibiotics on and off for most of my life. And even though, I didn't grow up in a family that we all ate really well, we did all the things, but the doctors just kept slapping Band-Aids on these issues instead of getting really to the core of what was going on in my body. And because of all of this chaos internally and in my gut, I was also dealing with chaotic ups and downs when it came to my mental health. I was an athlete. I've always been an athlete, and I would get injured like everyone else. And at the same time, because of the illness, because of the depression, I was never able to take it to the next level. And that kind of started to become a theme in my life. And when I was moving into my 20s, I really struggled to know who I was becoming and what I really wanted. And my gut was destroyed. And I quickly learned that that's correlated. And it's not crazy that so much serotonin is in your gut, and that impacts my mind so much. So a year ago, I had just gotten back from traveling in Asia, where I, of course, got really sick. And I came home and I had contracted parasites. I was dealing with severe IBS. My mental health was at an all-time low. I wasn't sleeping. I could hardly digest anything. I wasn't absorbing nutrients. And my body was an absolute prison. And I needed some serious healing. And even though I had all these tools from over the years, I really didn't know where to go. And Juice Plus really fell into my lap at the right time. And along with other natural health solutions, I've been able to heal my gut. I no longer have IBS. I sleep really well. My poops are awesome. And the flooding my body with this plant nutrition has given the energy and life and vitality in ways that I did not think was possible in this life for me. And I am no longer on antidepressants or Xanax or anti-seizure medication in order to stabilize my mood and anxiety. It's just kind of crazy to think about that I was dealing with that just a year ago. And not everybody's story is my story, but I just feel so blessed that I get to take something every day, and that even though my life ebbs and flows, I can handle it because I'm really much more in tune with my body in a way that I haven't been for a long time.
Wow, your story is so impactful and beautiful, Hannah. Thank you. And as much as we could continue on to talk about our stories and talk about the products and our health programs, I really want to share our amazing mission and business. And this part is not for everyone. That's totally fine. But one thing I've noticed is that people aren't always so quick to disclose what's happening behind closed doors, especially with finances. And so I feel like it's my responsibility to share the whole picture, to put all the cards on the table so that everybody who's listening can decide if this is something that's right for them, or see if anyone in their life comes to mind. So from a career standpoint, I was running a very successful massage practice integrated with sports medicine. And I thought that I had it made because I was my own boss. But in reality, my clients totally dictated my schedule, and I was always tied up evenings, weekends, and holidays. I actually hadn't been home for Christmas in 7 years. So I was trading dollars for hours, which means when I wasn't working, I wasn't getting paid. So I just kept working. And I became attracted to this because of what I shared with my health story. And I also saw my dad getting off blood pressure medication. I saw my friends having healthy pregnancies when some of them had been struggling with infertility. And I realized that I was doing a disservice by not sharing with others. Sharing the same way I'd share my favorite recipe or favorite workout class. So at the beginning of 2016, I committed and I said I'm in. And in a 6-month time period, our team was able to help enough people get this whole food nutrition that I was able to hire another therapist to take care of my clients while I went on a 2-month road trip. I was able to work from my phone. I saw that my business was growing and I thought, holy shit, this thing's real. You know, I'm building a legitimate business on my terms and helping others with abundant health and wealth. And so I started going part-time with my practice and then created space to be able to go to Europe for a month the next summer. And while I was there, I got to watch my paycheck grow. The cool thing is our paychecks are a direct reflection of the amount of people that we're helping. And residual income is something that I never understood before this, to have a paycheck show up month after month, even in those moments when maybe you're not putting in the effort, though you've built something solid. So we got more serious, and at the beginning of this past year, hit the top position in the company where I received a full health benefits package, which I had never had. And then I got married last summer and honeymooned most of July in Bali. So I don't share my story to impress you, but to impress upon you what could be possible. So Hannah, let's hear your story around the mission.
I have to say, before I jump in, hearing Kristen's story was really the first time. It was the time that I was able to really paint a picture for what is possible in my life and with this business. And yeah, so being vulnerable and sharing what you've done and pressing upon us, that I'm just so grateful for every day, because it really caught my attention. And I learned about this business at the same time that I was learning about the products, and I was working in marketing at an agency, and I really didn't like being there. I had this feeling that it was just a step along my path, that something big was coming, and boy, was I right. The business made sense. It was flexible. It sounded fun. It was health oriented, because someone who's been dealing with being sick for most of their life ends up being quite an expert in nutrition and health. So it was just a way to turn a passion of mine into a paycheck. And this is my dog, whose butt is now officially in this video.
It's real life, folks.
Yeah, it's real life. This is what we do. The part that I didn't fully realize was how by joining this mission, I would make money, yes. But I could understand how to become my own boss. And honestly, now I am fully self-employed, and I balance my Juice Plus business with freelance marketing for soul-driven women and businesses. And then on top of that, this community has shown me how to fight for my life and really lead from my heart, and to be courageous and trust my intuition, that same intuition that knew that something was coming. This business was on its way. And it reminds me I'm a total badass every day, even when I'm failing, because we all fail, and that's a part of it. And it's really a beautiful thing. And these people are my family. Kristen is my family, and we get to support each other in creating really big lives full of purpose and serving others. And the coolest thing is anybody who is open can join us. It's so incredible.
Ah, Hannah, seriously, the stories, they just keep expanding. And that's the beautiful piece where we're never at the finish line, and the lives that continue to be impacted, and the changes are just, it's the gift that keeps on giving. So let's shift into how does this work? How does the business side of the Abundance Project operate? So we own what's called a virtual franchise, and it costs $50 a year to own our own business. That's less than $1 a week. All we do is share by word of mouth, and the Juice Plus company does the rest. So they bill and collect, they ship direct to the customers, which means you don't have to have boxes of Juice Plus in your garage. There's no inventory to keep, and the only Juice Plus that we touch is our own. All commission levels are permanent, no quotas or monthly minimums. We get paid in 4 ways. So retail profit, commissions, bonuses, and at the top position of our company, we have that full health benefits package, which has just been such a blessing for me. So it's medical, dental, chiropractic, love that part, life, long-term care, college tuition assistance, and a holiday bonus, as well as a monthly expense allowance. So it's really amazing to know that you can have this life of freedom, but still have health insurance to support yourself or your family. And so we've impacted over 1 million families so far with free Juice Plus for children through our Healthy Family Starts program. So any child over the age of 4 through full-time college student can receive Juice Plus when an adult sponsor is using it. Incredible. And then we have our Tower Garden. So in a 3x3 foot space, we can grow produce aeroponically. So hang on, let me get this open here. So that we can grow nutrient-dense food at our fingertips, not something that's been on the grocery store shelf for weeks, a week, even 3 days it starts losing nutrient density. And we can be confident that we can grow year-round. Here in Colorado, it's in my kitchen, my dining room, in the winter months, and it's getting ready to move outside now. And it's really sustainable with water. And not only does the Juice Plus company inspire healthy living, but we're really big on healthy giving. And so we're the title sponsor of the St. Jude's Memphis Marathon, and we're highly, highly involved with the Boys and Girls Club. So Hannah, back to you to wrap us up.
Thank you, girl. I really want to close this call by saying thank you. Thank you so much for taking a little time out of your day to hear what we've been up to. And perhaps you resonated with some of the things that we shared and are ready to jump in and learn more about the Abundance Project. And we stand to improve your family's health and your family's financial well-being, but you might have also been listening as a conduit for someone else in your life. So take a minute or two after this call and think about anyone that you know who might benefit from hearing this information and the topics that we covered today, whether that's the opportunity to improve their health, opportunity to create more time freedom and flexibility, or the opportunity to improve their finances. I'll close by saying that when I signed up for this business. I knew I was signing up for, yeah, the business, the health program. I didn't realize I was signing up for a family. And that's exactly what the Abundance Project partnered with the Juice Plus community. It's what we truly are, a family. And no matter what we're doing in life, no matter how many fruits and veggies we're eating, no matter, you know, the ups and downs, the curveballs, the challenges that are inevitable, it's so amazing to know that there is this whole community here to lift me up, to support me and help me rise, and to do so together, help each other rise. And I feel so grateful to be able to pass that along to others. And I know that it's the main reason I've been able to grow and expand in this business and in my life as much as I have in the past year. And just thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to be here, to support us. And if there's any part of this that resonated with you, please reach out to me, connect with me or Kristen, and we'd love to talk to you a little bit more and give you permission to dream a little bit bigger. Hope you have a wonderful day.